Ladies and gentlemen, the Black Stars of Ghana have done it again because right everyone, it is Finn here, and of course we've got some gigantic news for you guys as it is official. Atletico Bilbao star Iñaki Williams confirms that he will be playing for the Ghanaian national team. Now of course this is gigantic news. As we know, over the last few months Ghana have brought in some really decent players, obviously from lamptey to Nketiah, so many others, and of course now the likes of Iñaki Williams. Ghana are truly building a special team for the World Cup at the end of the year, and of course being in a group with the likes of the Republic of Korea, Portugal and Uruguay, they're going to need a special team. And I mean, now looking at things with an attacking front with the likes of what seems to be Nketiah, Ayu, and now Iñaki Williams, I truly believe that this is a step in the right direction for Ghana. Now of course I have had quite a lot of people ask me over the last few months why I've made so many videos about Ghana. Well, I guess the simple answer is, well, it does reasonably well views wise, but I mean, I seem to enjoy making it and you guys seem to enjoy watching it, so it only makes sense to continue. But of course, looking at the likes of Iñaki Williams, what a brilliant addition this is to the Ghanaian national team. I mean, looking a tiny bit further into the details about the whole situation, obviously Williams announced on his social media page on Tuesday, sharing a video in which he stated he will defend Ghana's shirt. Now, before reading a bit more, I believe this is the video. 2.5 million views, I don't mind saying so myself.
Hoy comienza un gran reto.
Today,
a partir de hoy defenderé la camiseta de Ghana con mis valores por bandera, dejándome la piel cada minuto y dando siempre lo mejor de mí. Soy uno más de the Black Stars.
I'm one of the Black Stars. I mean, I'm not even Ghanaian. I'm South African, but even I'm excited for them. As I said, I believe this is truly a really brilliant opportunity for Ghana. I think they've gotten themselves a really good striker up front. I mean, look, I will admit this. I think from even just a player point of view, Iñaki Williams isn't the most proficient striker or the most lethal striker out there. As I said, he's 28 years old. And I mean, he's only had one season in his professional football career at 28 years old with more than 10 domestic league goals. He's not the most lethal striker out there. But as I said, currently with the likes of Ayu in their squad and the likes of what seems to be Nketiah, they don't need another lethal striker. I mean, if you bring him on as even a substitute, I believe he could bang in a goal or two for Ghana at the World Cup. As I said, obviously 28 years old, only a few games for Spain, obviously represented them quite a few times in the under-21 stage. He's going to want to make an international legacy for himself. Obviously really try to impress the Ghanaian heritage in him. Once again, I don't know how Ghana seem to be doing it over and over, but they've brought in some brilliant players, and it makes me quite proud as someone who lives on the African continent to see that lots of African footballers are choosing to go back to their roots, choosing to represent those African nations, because we've seen too many times in the past where people with African heritage choose to play for European teams, and it kind of just weakens African football as a whole. I truly believe that these players choosing to play for their African countries, their African parents, it really just shows a bit more pride in Africa and growth in African football. Obviously, I think everything that they put here is just pretty much quoting what he says in the video. Obviously, him saying, every step we take forward has its own meaning and evolution, a glance into the future which leaves a trace itself, a legacy. My parents have raised me with values based on humility, respect, and love. Obviously, once again, respect, love for his country. And once again, Ghana, you've gotten yourselves a real class striker up front that I believe will add a lot of value. As I said, not the most proficient striker around, but once again, obviously a player who's very, very reliable and that you know will be up for the challenge. Obviously, Iñaki Williams currently holds the record for, I believe it's 6 consecutive seasons in a row now, not missing a single game for Atletico Bilbao. So once again, having a player who's not very injury prone to the squad, once again, always a major value. And as I said, I mean, to have him, Nketiah and Ayu as strike options now for Ghana, absolutely brilliant. I believe maybe just 1 or 2 more positions to improve on, and Ghana are fully set for this World Cup. I believe maybe they could make it out of the group stage now. I mean, I've said in the past that with the likes of Uruguay and especially Portugal, it's not going to be an easy group. But I mean, looking at this team as a whole, adding the likes of lamptey to the defense, obviously the likes of Salisu, once again, lots of people are on the fence about whether they like him or not. Once again, if you add him to the defense, if you add the likes of Thomas Partey to the midfield, obviously these attackers that I just mentioned, once again, Ghana have improved tenfold for that from that embarrassing African Cup of Nations. Obviously went out way too early, but one thing I really like about Ghana at the moment is the fact that they haven't just sat around thinking, well, let's hope for better in the World Cup. They've actually gone forward to make those steps to make sure their team improves for the World Cup. And obviously, I mean, let's be honest, Iñaki Williams wouldn't have been chosen for Spain for the World Cup, so this is his only chance to go to the World Cup. Saying that it's quite weird from Spain, considering I wouldn't say that they have a proper number 9 at the moment. I mean, their best strike option is Alvaro Morata, and as we know, he's not the most clinical striker out there. So maybe he should have gotten a chance for Spain going to the World Cup. But as I said, I think him choosing Ghana is an absolutely brilliant option. Obviously, I think every single party that's involved, once again, I do think will end up benefiting from it. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, I just wanted to update you guys on the situation, as I have been doing for all the other kind of Ghana international allegiances swaps over the last few months. As I said, you guys seem to enjoy it. I enjoy making it. As you can see, a nice poster put up there by the official Black Stars page. I mean, he just looks like a man who's going to be absolutely lethal. Obviously, reading a tiny bit more into it, Williams is now available for the future Black Stars call-up. This is a huge boost for the Black Stars technical team, headed coached by Williams represented Spain, but is only in a friendly. Okay, so obviously if you play for friendly, you still have the chance to swap over. So his availability to Ghana was never in doubt. FIFA rules stipulates that players can switch countries if they have not played more than 3 matches for a country before the age of 21. Now, as I said, he represented the under 21 on various occasions, obviously still young enough. Meanwhile, Williams' younger brother, Nico Williams, who also plays for Atletico Bilbao, has yet to commit to playing for Ghana. The attacker is a member of the Spain's under 21 team. The two recently visited Ghana to get to know their roots and also to meet the Ghana Football Association. Okay, so they've already been to Ghana, which is quite nice. Iñaki, the oldest of the brothers, did not hide his pride in his roots. He, as he showed in the post on social media, "My ancestors, my blood." Once again, this is a man who's going to want to fight every single one bits of the way for Ghana. He's not just doing it so he can go to the World Cup. He seems to have an actual pride in Ghana, which once again, brilliant to hear. Williams is expected to be named in the Ghana squad for the World Cup, with Black Stars facing Portugal, South Korea and Uruguay in the group stage. He holds the La Liga record for consecutive appearances, 233 games, after bettering the previous mark of 202. Okay, so that's almost an entire season worth in October. Once again, I think that's pretty much all the article has to say. But ladies and gentlemen, as I said, that is pretty much it for today's video. I want you guys to tell me in the comment section down below, how well do you think Ghana, with all their new additions, will do in the upcoming World Cup? Will they shock the world? How far will they end up making it in the World Cup? As I said, as an African, as someone from Africa, should I say, yeah, I want you guys to tell me how you think Ghana will do in the World Cup, because I want all the African nations to do well. I want Africa to surprise the world in terms of their ability. But ladies and gentlemen, until next time, this has been fun. Like, subscribe, as always, if you want to catch more football content from me and more regular updates on the footballing world. Obviously, we've recently passed 5,000 subscribers, and the sooner we reach 6,000, the better. But of course, thank you for all your support so far. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, cheers.